Hi, welcome to A Common Sense Guide to Filmmaking. Welcome to Step 3. In this step, we're going to go over how to create your characters using Character Creator 3. Now, I have already made a tutorial about this, so be sure to go to my YouTube channel, Better Than Pixar, and look for this video, New CC3 Plus Skin Gen How to Create Black Skin. Alright, so now that you know how to create your own Character Creator characters, the look of your character depends on two factors. Number one, very good lighting, and number two, the shader settings and the materials. So to look at some lighting setups, go to the stage elements, and we're going to double click and just take a look at some of the standard lighting setups that come within Character Creator, which can drastically affect how your characters look. And I recommend that you spend some time browsing through the pre-made lighting setups just to see how your character looks in different environments. This can be very helpful. Okay, so take a look at the different lights. Let's see, this one looks a lot more realistic. When you zoom in here, this looks amazing, right? It looks like a real person. So this is the importance of lighting. As you can see, lighting makes a huge difference. So that's one of the factors that determines how your characters look. To get your characters to look their best, it's important that you go to the materials and you want to click on each body part, go to the shader settings, go to subsurface scattering, and you want to boost this up all the way to 7 or 8. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. Look at the head. I'm going to show you what this looks like with no subsurface scattering. Without any subsurface scattering applied, you can see that the face does not look very good. It doesn't look very realistic. It looks very dry and very plastic. But when we increase the subsurface scattering, now it looks more realistic. It looks softer. It looks more like skin. So it's very important that you do this for all body parts. So for the head, increase the subsurface scattering to 8 or 7 or 9, whichever you prefer. Then you want to go to the body, increase the subsurface scattering, click on the arms, increase the subsurface scattering, and click on the legs and increase the subsurface scattering. Very, very important. If you do this for every single character you create, you will get the best look out of your characters. Now let's go ahead and send our character to iClone. We're going to import our character from CC3 into iClone. Perfect. Now let's take a look inside of iClone. This looks wonderful. And again, the reason it looks wonderful is because we have very good lights and we have increased the subsurface scattering. So now I'm just going to go ahead and apply a quick animation to the character so you can see what he looks like in motion. Okay, now if I was to show you what this looks like without subsurface scattering, there's a huge difference. So let's go to the head. I'm going to click on the head. Click on the head, and we're going to come down to subsurface scattering and move it all the way down to 0. So you can see how incredibly different this looks without subsurface scattering. And this is one of the biggest mistakes that most people make. Most people create their characters and they forget to add subsurface scattering. And when you don't, it ends up looking very plastic, very unrealistic, and you don't want that. So go ahead and increase the subsurface scattering for all body parts. Now it looks a lot more realistic. It looks beautiful.